Alright, welcome to Google Docs today. I'm just going to walk you through what Google Docs is, what it looks like, and kind of the how-to here. The following, the one in 2 weeks now so the one in November, we'll do Google Docs in the classroom. So as you log into your Google, you hit Documents up on the top there, and this will send you to your Google Docs. And so as you can see, if it looks like this, I'm going to go to try the new look over here on the right, and I'll actually update it because it's going to eventually go all the way to this. There's some new stuff here in presentations that we'll go over probably next week. And so in Google Docs, what Google Docs really is that basically everything is saved in the cloud, meaning nothing's saved on your computer. You can save stuff on your computer, but nothing is really saved to your computer. Everything is saved in the cloud. And so you can access any your documents anywhere as long as you have internet access. And then the other part of it is all applications are in the cloud as well. And so when we talk about your applications, document creator, presentation editor, spreadsheets, drawings, forms, and the new one is tables. And so we'll take a look at those things probably briefly today and a little more in depth in 2 weeks. And so this is what Google Docs looks like. Basically, you have two things over here. It's an option, so if you want to sort them by title, if you've set them as a high priority, how big they are, last opened, last modified. And then you have your settings over here, display density. And so as you change things here, I'll just change the look a little bit. And then you also have a settings tab here as well, which is fairly simplified. Basically language, time zone. I always have items opening in a new window, not a current window, otherwise you can never really get back to your Google Docs. I like having any updated items bolded, so if I'm working with somebody, I know that they've updated it. And then your storage. And so currently fairly large storage. Once you start uploading videos and things like that, it'll start eating up more of your space. But for the most part, you have quite a large amount of storage in Google Docs. You can edit your Google profile, your Google account settings. And then under editing settings, right to left controls, new version of Google presentations, and so we'll take a look at that one probably next week. Document tracking, if you want to track who's accessing your documents, things like that. You can add analytics, but that's kind of a little more advanced. And so really that's the only settings in Google Docs. And so this is your doc view. This is shows all of your documents. Now again, you can sort them as well. So it's not so messy, and so I also advise putting things into folders, otherwise it gets pretty messy. Now along the left hand side you have home, so if you've starred items you can just do it that way. So if there's a couple items that you're working on currently and you just want to star them, things that are just owned by you, your all items, or you can see things in your trash as well. Or you can just search up here. And so if I hit music, I can see my music and technology music agenda, and if I want to access them I just click on them. And so an easy way to search as well. Otherwise you can make your folders or collections. So along the left hand side here you have a create button. So I'm going to click create. And here you have create document, presentation, spreadsheet, form, drawing, table, and collection. Also from template, we're not going to get into that right now. And so if I want to create a new document, I just click create new document, and up pops this. Looks much like Word, and all you have to do is you can start typing in your document, maybe. Okay, and so you can start typing in your document. Now in your docs you can create a title up here. So this is a trial document, and I click OK. So now my title has changed. I can star it here as well. I can also change my share settings. So right here you can see right now it's only private to me. So this is my document. Now if I want to share it with somebody, I can click on that private to only me, and it'll send me here. Now if I just want to share it with a couple people, I can just start putting in email addresses here, and now whatever I want them to do, so if I want them to, I can have them edit this document, can comment on this document, or can view this document. So if I don't want them to be able to work on it, but I want them to see it, I just hit can view. If I want them just to comment on things, I do can comment, and if I want them to edit things or work on it with me at the same time, I hit can edit. I can also add a message, so this is a trial document. I can also send a copy to myself, and I can paste this item in an email if I want. Okay, then I hit share and save. And when I do that, it'll say private to me and 2 others, +2. Now if I want to change my privacy settings, so I can allow anyone with this link to view this document. So if I place this link on my website, anyone can come in without signing in to view this document. If I want anyone on the internet to find this document or have access, I go to public on the web. Now these two can be kind of very similar. I like to just do public on the web. Creates a lot less hassle. And again, you can change can view, can edit, can comment. So if I want to do can edit, public on the web, then I hit save. Now what it's going to do is it's going to give me this link right here. And so I can take this link and copy it, paste it in an email, and send it out to anybody. They don't have to have Google Docs to edit this document. And then I hit done, and so I can come into my email, I can compose mail, and now I can send somebody, let's say, if I want to send it to Karen again, and she doesn't have Google Docs, I can paste that URL and just send it. And name my document and send it. And now all she has to do is click on that link, and she can now edit that document easily without having to sign in. Okay? And so that's there, and you also have it over here as well. Share, and it'll bring you to the same spot. You can also email all the people that are collaborating on this document. If you want, if anything has changed, or you can email this as an attachment as well, or you can publish this to the web. And what this does, so I start publishing, okay, and this will give you a link as well, which I copy. And now if I take this link and actually paste it into my browser, there's my document. It says hello, with no editing or anything, so you don't see all that stuff. And so as I make changes, and then I just go here, and if I hit refresh, and it usually takes probably a couple minutes in order for this to pop up for I think about 5 minutes for it to take effect, but you'll see my name is Brandon Raymo down here. So we can come back to that as we go throughout. Now your tools here are pretty self-explanatory, not really going to go through those, as those are very similar to Word. Now if I want to have a document and want to make comments, so your students have shared something with you, let's say they've shared their paper with you. Okay. And so now what I can do is I can actually highlight something, right click it, hit comment. And on the right hand side you'll see here's my comment. And then I hit comment and there's my comments. And so you can comment along the right hand side, much like what Word allows you to do too. And so another way to use that in the classroom. Now in your file, let's go through these real quick. Under File, if you want to create a new document, you can do that from there. You can open, you can also see your revision history. And so I can see now as we go along what had happened. And obviously I'm signed in, I can see who has made those changes as well. And I can revert back to, let's say I don't want, this is my paper, I can revert back and restore that revision if I wanted to. You can also change language, all that stuff. You can rename it, although renaming is pretty easy. You just click up here and that can rename it too. So there's a couple spots to do that. You can make a copy, which is basically a save as in Microsoft Word. You can also download this as different file types. So you can download this as a Word file. So I hit download as Word, and now it'll open up in Microsoft Word. And so comments come with it and everything too. But the only thing is, so if I want to add something here, if I hit save, it's going to ask me to save this file. It's not going to go on this document because they're not connected. Just want to make that clear. Another spot to so you can save, even though it does save automatically. Another share spot. You also have a page setup. So your margins, page color, portrait or landscape is in page setup, and your paper size as well. And you just click OK. Your print settings, and so you can print from here as well. Print preview, show you what your document looks like, and then a file print will print as well. Your edit, you have your regular edit functions. Your view, you can either do it by pages or compact view. Pages is the best way. That way you can see your pages as you go throughout. Ruler, equation bar, spelling suggestions, all that stuff is there as well. Now you also have an insert. You can insert images, links, equations, drawings, comments, footnotes. Okay, and you can see your page numbers can go there as well. You can also add page breaks, headers, footers, bookmarks, table of contents, all that stuff. Formatting, basic formatting. Tools, basic tools as well. There's also preferences here, which allows you to change your shortcuts if you so want, or want to add in different things, trademark, symbol, percentages, all that kind of stuff can be added there. You can also insert tables, just like Word. And so you can do that as well. And that's all in Documents. Now, as you see there, it's saving as we go along. Now, when I go back out into my doc view, there's my trial document. So to get into it, all I do is click on it, and it sends me to that trial document, and I can continue editing. as you share and have things shared with you, they're automatically added here to your trial document. Now, if you want to start creating folders to put all this stuff in, just go to Create Collection, and you can add your collection. So this is a trial collection, and then I click OK, and there's my trial collection. And you have options here as well. You can change the color, so if I want this to be red, I can do that. And so what I do is I go back to my home, and now you can see my trial collection. And so I want this trial document to go in there. This untitled one can go in there as well. And so you can just, if you want to start adding things in there, you can. And actually, it's really nice that you can just take these four items, and drop them. Now you'll notice next to them I have trial collection. So now if I want to see what's in that folder, I just click on it, and there's everything that's in that folder. So that's under Create New Collection. Okay. You can also share full collections. So if I want to, let's say I want to share this whole folder, I just click on the little arrow next to trial collection. I can choose not to show in my home, so I can say don't show in home. So now when I go back to the home, they shouldn't be there. Oh, the folder's not there. The folder was there. But that can be there as well, don't show in home. So if I don't want to show that, I just go there, don't show in home. So there's my trial collection. Or I can go here, click on my more options, don't show in home. Now none of those will show in home. So they're gone, they're here. If I want to share this whole folder, I just go here, little arrow, go to share. And same thing as in Google Docs, I can just add those names, share, and save. Now they have access to all those documents, and when they're updated and all that stuff, they can have their own. You can also download the full folder, change the color. You can organize it as well. So a lot of different options there for you. Now, and so as you start getting a lot of documents, you'll want to probably start putting them into folders. So I have a new collection here, a new collection here. Let's say I don't want that. I just move it to trash, and it's gone. And so what I'm going to do here now, just to show you how to organize, I'm going to create a new collection, and I'm going to call this Technology. And I click OK. I'm going to go back to my home now, and so I have this Technology folder. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take some of these, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these two, take these, drag them to Technology, and drop them. And so now you can see I'm going to change the color. To blue. Go back in my home, and there you can see. Now you can put things in more than one folder. And so let's say I want this music technology. I want to move that as well to new collection. And so now music technology is actually should be in, nope, guess can't do that anymore, in technology. So they're in your folder, they're in your home folder. And you can see the last time I modified something, that pops up as well. Okay. Now, creating documents and sharing them with your students, you're going to create a document. You can do a couple things here. So you have now, you're going to create a worksheet. So fill in the blank. The cow says, no, we'll just leave it blank. Okay. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to say this is the farm assignment. Click OK. Now I'm going to change my settings, my share settings to, I'm going to change this to public on the web. And anyone can view this document. And hit save. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this URL, I'm going to copy it. And you can do a couple things. So if you just want, you can place this link on a website, on your website. Or you can go to what I like to use tinyurl.com. And so we paste this link into here, tinyurl, and this is farm assignment, and I make tinyurl. Now, for my students that want to go to this document, all they have to do, you put this on the board, tinyurl.com/farm assignment, and they go here, paste, enter, and it sends them to this Google Doc. Now, they're not going to be able to edit it right away because you have only set them to view, and so what they have to do is go to File, Make a Copy. And so now it says copy of farm assignment, and what they're going to do is, what I had my students do is say this is John's farm assignment. Okay. And they're going to share it back with me. And I always say that as a teacher they allow me to edit, and they share and save, and we're done. And so now you can see the documents. Now it is going to fill up your inbox. It is going to fill up your inbox, but you can set up folders inside your email in order to do that as well. And so now you can see them work on a document. And so now John's going to work on his cow says moo, pig says oink, the horse says neigh. Saves automatically. And now in your Google Docs you're going to see John's farm assignment. You've probably set up to create a new collection. I'm going to call this first hour. Okay. I go back home, I take John's farm assignment, drag it to first hour. I'm also going to say I don't want to see it in my home. So he's in first hour. I click on that, and now I can see his assignment. So using Google Docs there.